What is good, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we have another pick a card for you, and on this pick a card today we are going to do what is next up in your career, what is coming in your career. Those of you who have been feeling like you need a change in your career path or just your life in general to see what type of career you want, or if you need any of that, then this reading is for you. Okay, so we have two piles today, and we have carnelian right here. This is carnelian for pile one. Carnelian for pile one. And for pile two, this is black obsidian. Black obsidian. All right, you guys, so once you've chosen your pile, I will see you at your correlated pile. What is good, pile one? You are the carnelian. This is a beautiful stone. All right, so I'm getting heavy fire sign energy, so you could be a Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius here. I'm hearing someone say, should they focus on their passion or should they focus on getting something about getting a real job here. So let's see. You could be someone who's like wanting to do something in your passions or do something that you're passionate about, but you feel like you may need to like get a real job or get a job that's like brings in more money at the moment or something like that. So we got the Seven of Cups, the Tower card, and what else? What is that? And the Strength card in reverse. Okay, so I feel like you could definitely be a Leo here, but what I'm getting here is with the Seven of Cups here, I think that you're thinking of the fact that you want to do something on your own, or you really want to push forward on doing something, or even going out for a role, a manager role or something, kind of like moving up in the company here. So with the Seven of Cups, you see that there's so many options here, and you're so worried about falling into the wrong one or falling into a moment where things are gonna like, you know, something about being messed up. So it's like you're fearful of like doing something that you truly want to do right now, even if this is like entrepreneurship or like doing like a side hustle. There's something here like you're kind of already worried about worst case scenarios, what I'm hearing. So let's clarify this Seven of Cups. What is next in your career? Ten of Wands in reverse. Okay, so there's a lot of like holding yourself back here. So I'm seeing that you're afraid to close out a cycle, or afraid to jump, or afraid to leave something. This could be like a steady job that you've done for quite some time. You put some years in at this job, or like enough time where you're like, you know, going out on my own in this economy or something like that, or like really pushing forward towards something. You're like, you don't know if you'll have that security if it doesn't work out. So it's like a lot of fear around like something not working out or not trusting yourself. Yeah, Three of Wands. So I'm hearing something about perspective, or like you're really, you know that you have the capability to do this. Let me just say that whoever you are, your name could start with the A, or you could be born on the first. You could be a leader, but it's like I don't know. It's like you have this expectation, or this, I'm hearing like a negative mindset. Like you're someone who's like prone to like a little bit of negativity. You could have Virgo in your chart, or just feel very perfectionistic. So it's like with the Strength card in reverse at the Eight of Swords, it's like I'm hearing something about you're afraid to be wrong. But you can only be wrong when you are afraid to be wrong. And it's something about like failure, because I keep hearing failure. But the thing about failure is it's just data. When we fail on things or do things where we consider failure, we're not even failure. It's things that will help us realize our true potential here. So the next card out is the Ten of Cups. And it's like you're worried over nothing here, because I feel like with this Ten of Cups, clarifying this Seven of Cups and this Ten of Wands in reverse, it's like you are keeping yourself away from true fulfillment. You could be a single mom as well, or someone who really, like, if not a single mom, or like a single parent, or someone who is like unsure of if they want to do something from home or even work from home, because something about like kids daycare or like who's gonna do this or do that. It's like it's a lot of worst case scenario, but it's like I hear somebody saying, I know I can make this work here. I'm also seeing a food truck too. So somebody wants to own a food truck, or someone wants to cook food or make food or be a chef here. So there's lots of creativity around this pile. The thing here is like the strength in yourself. So pile one, you are lacking a little bit of confidence when it comes to doing something for yourself. And I want to just say this, that you have all the potential right here, but all the swords, or just like with the Ace of Swords in reverse and this Eight of Swords here, it's like you tell yourself before you even get started, or before you even get a chance to truly pursue it, that this is not going to work, like it's going to be a failure, or you're going to be a failure. It's like you're afraid of like putting, this is like feeling afraid of putting in that hard work, and then you put in all this hard work, and then it's like something about just missing the mark here. So yeah, with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, like you're afraid to go on this journey, you're afraid to invest your time in this. But it's like if you don't do that, then with the King of Pentacles in reverse, like you'll never be able to really know here. So it's something about like you're already like shutting down the possibility of it, you actually being successful in whatever this is. Yeah, with the Two of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. Listen, I don't know who you are, but I feel like this is something, this could even be like a family business or starting something that like gets your family involved. So let's just say you wanted to have a clothing boutique online, and you want to do something where you can have like your family with you, maybe your sister or your mom or like your dad, or like something where you can get the family involved, and it turns into something like where you can employ your family, and it brings like generational wealth for your family. So it's something here, you have an idea, but it's like you're lacking the faith in your assumption that this could work out, because you're already assuming the negative. Let me tell you something about confidence, Colin. Confidence, everybody has confidence. This is something that you need to remember. Everybody has confidence. You're confident in something. You just might be confident in the wrong thing. So your confidence is not in you actually being successful. Your confidence is already in you not being successful here. So this is so beautiful, you guys. Listen, you're already talking yourself out of it. I don't even think this is other people, but you're already talking yourself out of it. So with the Five of Swords here, the Fool card, and the Magician card here, you're already talking yourself out of something, out of walking on a new path. And it's like you already know in your heart that you will be successful with this. With the Ace of Wands here, you already know that it's like it's like you want to, because I'm keep hearing like somebody wants to rush for it, but at the same time someone is holding themselves back. It's like I desire to truly do this, but it's like I don't know. It's like the words in your head, and it's already an assumption that other people won't what you have, or won't support what you have here. So it's a lot of placing an expectation before you even have really fully tried here. So it's like all these things you know could happen, but with the Four of Swords here, something about you really want to be home. You could really want to be home with your family, close to your family, or like involve your family and really like not just helping you, but helping your family here. So it's like you're very family oriented pile here. And it's like you might fear not being successful because you don't want it to like look bad, or you don't want to set your family back, or you don't want anyone to have to help you or something like that. So you have the Six of Cups in reverse right here. This is about you not trusting in yourself, or trusting in that desire that you have, but also to like not, it's like looking at yourself from a place of already judging yourself is what it feels like. So yeah, with the Five of Cups on the bottom, already setting yourself up for failure. It's like you contradict yourself here with this Eight of Pentacles and this Five of Cups, knowing that it could work, but it's like, but at the same time, you're like, if I don't see it happening already, then there's no way that I could believe it here. So let's see what it is that you have an interest in, or that you want to do, and let's see how you should go about it, because I feel like this is something that has been like I'm hearing brewing, brewing in you for a long time. You could like write about it, you could daydream about it, you could fantasize about it, you could already like think of all the things you're gonna do, like when the company grows and like all these things. But it's like you haven't fully got started. So let's see what this is. I'm seeing a bakery, like I said, a food truck. I'm seeing cupcakes, donuts, pastries. I'm seeing France. So yeah, with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, there might be something that you want to do that is a little unorthodox, or is like, you know, a business that a lot of people could possibly like fail at, or like close after some time, like a restaurant or something like that. So it's like you're afraid to really put forth the effort on it here. So yeah, the Three of Cups in reverse and the Page of Pentacles. It's like you don't want to have to ask people for help with this. You don't want to have to ask your family for assistance. You don't want, it's like you want to rely on yourself here within this. But I feel like, let's see, what do you need to do? I'm also getting like clothing line. I'm getting clothing line. I'm getting something where it's a community or where a lot of people can join. So we have the Three of Wands again. So the thing is, you need to really hone your perspective in, or hone like a plan. This is a thing. You need to hone in on what it is that you really want. What is the basis around this? So this means like, what is it when it comes to like, you know, is this mainly for your family? It's like, what are you really doing it for? That needs to be the guiding compass here, because I feel like if you're doing it, if you're not doing it for something like bigger than you, is what I'm getting. So like your family, like we said, or like something that can like help other people. I feel like you want that, but I also feel like you feel like it's going to be a reflection on you, which, you know, if you're a business owner or entrepreneur, you're putting yourself out there. Everything is a like reflection of you first and foremost. But then it's for community, it's for family, it's for people who may want and need and love what you have to offer. So it's like, at what point do you get out of your own way? Yeah, it's your ego. So we got the Three of Pentacles again. So this is creativity. This is creativity. So this is something that could be like very important to you, like artwork or murals or painting, or like something that makes you feel vulnerable with doing. This could be podcasting, singing. This is something creative. This is something that helps not just you, but the collective here. So you're kind of just worried about, if you put this out there, what will people say? What will they think here? So we got the Tower card. So the Spirit is saying that you need to trust in your path, trust in your desires, trust in what you want for yourself here, and get out of your head with the Five of Swords in reverse here. So it's like you're already speaking negatively on the things that you truly want, or even on the perspective that you have here to think long term. So if you're thinking long term, and thinking 3, 2, 1 on my clock right here, so that's a countdown to a new beginning here. So it's like Spirit's like, get going on this, because I feel like, you ever notice like when you have an idea to do something, and the longer you wait on that idea, you don't want to do it anymore, and then you look up and then you see someone else doing it, and you're like, man, I could have already been further along, and had I would have started. It's giving that here. So Spirit is saying like, you need to like be confident in yourself. You could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So it feels like you need to ground yourself with writing this out in a plan, in a notebook. It doesn't have to be like a full business plan, but it could be like a, what you want to do. Write your statement, write what it is, who it's for, and what you're going to do. And, you know, kind of just jot some things down, so that way you can know like what it is for. Yep. So in the Nine of Swords, and then you have to like, you have to address whatever this is that is in you that needs the validation from other people, no matter if you are successful or a perceived failure. Because I'm hearing someone says they don't want to feel like a failure or look like a failure here. So yeah, the Nine of Wands again. Yeah, Spirit is saying, because 9 nines, 2 nines. All right, so I'm hearing to make this decision to commit, because I feel like this is something that you go back and forth within. You go back and forth, yeah. So with the Ace of Wands and the Sun card, you need to make a commitment to try. Make a commitment to be happy. Make a commitment to just see. It's like, I'm hearing, if you would just see, it's like there was nothing here that in this reading that would be stopping you outside of you This is you, like, stopping yourself here. So there's nothing that was coming because you have the Magician, you have the Fool card, you have the Tower, you have everything that you need to line it up to make sure that you are a success. But you're stopping yourself with already projecting negativity onto whatever this is. And it's like you're not giving it a fair shot. Think of it like this: if you're already thinking negative about something that you're getting ready to put out and you still try to do it anyway, those thoughts and feelings that you had going towards that, it's going to show up in that. It's going to show up, and it's just going to confirm what you're already thinking about it. So you have to go in thinking about what you're doing as being the best thing ever, because it's like, this is what I was talking about, this contradicting energy. Like the Nine of Pentacles, you're already saying, oh, we won't be successful, and success is sure right here when it's in the upright, but you're already making it in the opposite. So it's like, no, you're not going to have a success. But when this was a gift, this is your gift here. So you have to trust in your gift. Whoever you are, trust in your gift. Know that it is a sure success when you feel like you are success. It's not that this thing outside of you is successful. It's you have to see yourself as successful, if that makes sense. And everything else from you is an extension of that, okay? So it's like you need to realize that this is one and the same. How you're going about this is how you go about yourself in everything that you do in life. We do one thing, we do most things the same. You know, you do one thing one way, you do a lot of things that same way. So if you talk down on yourself or you speak negative on yourself, then of course everything that is attached to you that you have to put effort into is going to reflect that. It's not going to be like in its highest form that it could be, because you already feel about yourself a certain way here. I hope you get what I'm saying here. So yeah, with the Ten of Swords, Spirit is saying this is over with. Like you need to make a choice on what you're choosing, like to keep looking at the negative, or just the, oh, the I am this or I am that, or I'm not this or I'm not that, and get up here with knowing, or it's just knowing that you're capable. If you have it in your mind, if you see it in your mind, what they say, you can hold it in your hand. This is the truth. Isn't that what Bob Proctor says? So listen, your name could be Melissa, Justice card, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. All right, so you need to get balanced here. The Wheel of Fortune is in reverse, but it's like this dark side and this light side over here. It's like over here something needs to be balanced here. So what needs to be balanced? Your assertiveness. Your assertiveness. You could be a Libra, and something about wanting everything perfectly. The way that you feel about yourself and how you show up, this needs to be addressed. The Six of Wands is in reverse here. So you're someone that is like afraid to stand out right now. This needs to be addressed here. And the Six of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Cups in reverse. So I feel like here, this is that energy from like when you were a child or something like that, and you're holding on to something, or holding on to like something that someone said or did or made you feel about whatever it was you were pursuing back then, something about being laughed at or picked on. But it's like, you know, I'm hearing something about like you're afraid to be cringe. And this is the thing about being cringe. Everybody's gonna think, at least one person is gonna think that you're cringe when you do something. And you might have to do a lot of things that are cringe to get to where you want to be, or it's perceived cringe. It's only because you're being your most authentic self here. All right, so the more that you stand out, the more that you do the little things that make you quirky, happy, whatever it is, and share that. I'm hearing share it. So I'm hearing to put your process out there. So you can make a YouTube channel, you can make a TikTok, you can make something and share your journey. Share the journey with people, because this is how people can see like the progress. You ever notice like those YouTubers that like start from a certain point and you could tell that they were just having fun doing them and just finding their way, not placing an expectation on the thing. And then over time, you see them just rise into this amazing person as the journey goes along, one that's confident in what they're doing. When before they were just being like, you know what, I'm just going to do this to get confident or whatever it is. Like, that's how I am on my YouTube channels. Like, I just made a YouTube channel to get more confident in speaking out. And, you know, it turns into whatever you think it could be, you know? So it's something about not hiding this part. It will keep you accountable. Yeah. It will keep you accountable. We got the Lovers in reverse and then the Four of Wands here. So with the Four of Wands here, it's like something about, I'm hearing like you don't need the help of like something about the past too. So it's like something here about someone might have made you felt like you needed them or like would need them in the past. This could be like a lover or a friend. Something here that when you went towards something, I'm hearing something about school, something about college, or something about a degree you wanted to get or something, and someone was like, no, like you wouldn't do that or that wouldn't be stable here. Something about you need to let that go here. That's something that's holding you back because we got the Fool card on the bottom, baby. Listen, you're going to be so successful. You got to get out your own freaking way. Like any moment, pile one, any moment you can change into a different version of yourself. I feel like you need to know that, all right? So pile one, I'm going to leave it here, but it seems like you need you got something amazing here. You just need to put in that action of knowing like, look, I can get to where I want to be by being my authentic self, and like this is how you grow into that new version of yourself, is taking the steps necessary to do it. And sometimes you just got to do it scared, okay? That's the truth of the matter. You got to do it scared sometimes, all right? So pile one, I will see you at my next reading. Bye. All right, pile two, you are the, what is this, the Black Obsidian. All right, Black Obsidian is good for protection. It is good for a lot of things. All right, let's see. I'm trying to get you guys to see it. There we go. It's a beautiful stone, and I always feel so grounded when I wear it. So I feel like you may be someone who is in need or kind of feeling like they want something stable, but then also there's another side of you guys, or you, or this other side to you that wants adventure, wants excitement here. I don't know why I'm hearing Little Mermaid, part of your world. We got the Queen of Cups. You could definitely be like a Pisces. You could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, water sign here. So I'm hearing something about like an office job. So you could have an office job right now, or you could be looking for an office job. Six of Pentacles in reverse. There's a gift here that you may not be utilizing here. We got the Five of Wands here. For those of you who work in like a corporate setting, or like a setting where, let's say, you're someone who likes to get dressed up a lot and whatnot, but in this place that you work, this workplace that you work, everybody dresses up, but they don't dress it up like you do. You could be a Taurus, or you could be a Libra, or you could be an Aquarius, but you have like this sense of style to you, or it's like you have these gifts, or like a certain, I don't know, I'm seeing like a celebrity, but like a TV show celebrity, or like someone who's like a host, or like someone that's just very positive. Like, I don't know, it's like a TV show host or like a podcast host that has like all this energy and whatnot. But I feel like with this Five of Wands, like you hold a lot of this back, or like your attitude or something like that, your attitude or your peaceful nature causes like conflict at work or something like that. Something about if people are bitter, like you may work with older people who are bitter, or maybe work in an environment that's kind of like a bitter type of environment, and it's like something about like you want to be part of a different world or workplace or environment here for some of you guys. So I feel like a lot of stifled energy. Like the cards are not colorful. Like it's just very like, it's a mix between like water and fire, and an uncertain like earth energy. So it just feels very uncertain with these cards so far. We got the Nine of Wands and the Hermit. So the Hermit in reverse is clarifying the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like you may feel stuck, or you may feel like there's something about not being true to yourself here. Let's see what this Five of Wands is. Ace of Wands in reverse. You may not be in a place where you feel like you can fully be yourself here. I'm seeing 333 on my clock right here. So this is creativity, communication. So you may not be communicating or feel able to communicate in your highest or purest form or something like that. That's just hair on my nose. But there's something here about feeling stifled. Let's see what this is. What is this? Or feel like you're locked in. Devil card. Yeah, this is about work. This is about a current job that you do. The Devil card. You could be a Capricorn, and your sister sign is a Cancer here, so you could be a Cancer. There's something here about feeling like not like tied to this. So this could be one of those situations where like you're working in a company that has like helped pay for your college, or like it's like seems like even in, you know how like nurses get contracts and then they work a certain amount of time or a certain amount of weeks, and if they don't finish the weeks they got to pay the money back or something like that. So it feels like that sort of energy where you feel bound or like blocked or something. Two of Cups in reverse, like, and you feel like you can't talk to anybody about it. So why is that? Why can't you feel like you can't talk to anybody about it with the Two of Cups here in reverse? Your family could have like paid something about like your family could have like paid for you or something like that. Like you are avoiding. So something about you're avoiding. Oh, I'm getting some of you might have quit and don't have another job yet, and you haven't told your family, or you're avoiding telling your family or avoiding something here over it. So yeah, you could be afraid to tell your family, or like, I don't know, I'm getting a lot of things right now, so it could be anything, you guys. Or this could be somebody that's like dropping out of college and not telling their family here. There's a lot of I keep wanting to scratch my nose, and you guys know, like, when people do that, when you're like having a real in-depth conversation with them, that means that they are lying here. So I'm getting something about like lying by omission. So you may not be telling your family like everything when you're talking to them on the phone, or you're like, it's like a hiding something here. So you could be hiding something. Yeah. Three of Wands in reverse. So just telling just enough here. And with the Ace of Swords. So it's like you want to have yourself in a better position before you tell your family why you did what you did, or why you're doing what you're doing here, with the Fool card in reverse. Let's see, something about you might have not found something yet, or you might have not found something, or it's like something's starting off kind of slow or something like that. What is this? I feel like there's a lot of like questions, or a lot of like telling people just enough information but not a lot. So yeah, the Queen of Pentacles is in reverse here. What is this? A Page of Swords and Five of Swords. A lot of avoiding here. Eight of Swords. So you could have let yourself go from something here. You could have let yourself go from something. You could have let go of a job here, or let go of your stability, or walked away or something like that. And you feel like it may have been prematurely, or it's like you started something and you're taking off with it and you're trying, but it's like the money's not coming in enough for you to support yourself. Or it's like you could be like, I don't know, I'm seeing like a guy that's like being like a day trader or something like that. I don't know, I'm hearing day trader. Or someone who's just really like dropping out of school or doing something else that their family doesn't know that they're doing here. So yeah, but it's out of fear. Like you're not telling anybody because you don't want to be judged. We got the Judgment card in reverse, so it's like you don't want to be judged by people here. Yeah, so with the Nine of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups in reverse, it's like you're telling people just enough right now. So let's see what this is. Or you could be looking for a whole nother job. Let's see what's next, because y'all tell me. This may not even resonate, I don't know, but yeah. We got the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so I'm getting you've moved on, or you're moving on from a job here, or something that you just wasn't fulfilling. But the thing here is with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, there may not be any finances coming in, or anything stable that's showing up yet. So I feel like there may be a little fear here. Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah, there may be a little fear here. Something about like with the phone, like having to tell your family that you dropped out of school, or having to tell people that you don't want to do this, or don't want to do that, or you want to leave your job. Something here, or like you made the decision to do it, and it's like now you're like, I don't know why I did that, or I don't know why I'm doing that. Something here about like you're confused about where to go now, but you knew where you were was not making you happy, okay? So we're getting somewhere now. Yeah, Six of Wands here. So like I said in the beginning, you see yourself, something about part of your world. Like you want to be in a completely different world. You might want to travel here. You could be a Sagittarius, but you might want to travel. You might want to do something like a travel blog. Like, I don't know, I'm hearing like a travel influencer, or like be an influencer, or do something. This could be something that nobody knows about. Or work in a different company, or choosing like a different path, like a whole different career. This is somebody that like you're choosing a whole nother different career path. Yeah. Six of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So you could be someone that grew up where your parents projected a lot onto you, what you should be doing. Like, let's say, because this is the only one I could think of, let's say like being a lawyer or a doctor, like how those were pushed back then. I'm a millennial, so it was pushed heavily back then on when we were in school. And when I grew up, I decided to do like a trade, but everybody was saying like, oh no, don't go to school for a trade. You can't make any money in that. But I ended up with no debt and like was able to work on my own fairly quickly. Like I didn't have to work for a boss very quickly. And it's something here about like, but my family at the time, like there was a few of my family members that wanted me to be a nurse and wanted me to go into the medical field. And I was just like, no, like that doesn't interest me. So it could be something like that. Like you got into something like that and then you realize you don't want to do it no more. Like something like you could have thought you wanted to be a lawyer, you got in school and you're like, fuck, I don't want to do it now. Like, and I don't know, something here about a realization of like how you've allowed like your family or people to like run your life for you. This is that it's getting, you know, giving. So you have Ten of Pentacles in reverse and the Knight of Swords in reverse. So it's something about you don't care. I don't even think you care about the money. Because I'm getting like, although the money ain't coming like in the way that you want it to or something like that, it's like I don't feel no fear. I feel the fear of you feeling like you have to tell people and then them feeling disappointed in you that you're not doing that or they wasted money or something like that, or you may feel like it may cause a rift between your family. But at the same time, you're just like, I don't care because I don't even want this. I don't want this life here. Yeah, it's just it's like backing away from like a lot of things are reversed. So it's like you're rejecting this life that has been set up for you. Let's see. And it's like you want to have something in order to like go back. So yeah, you want to have something going on. Like you want to have something stable to show for before you say like or tell people or like express to people that you're not doing what they think you're doing or you're not rolling in the money. Like you something about that your parents or your family members could have a high expectation of you here. So or people in general, or you're used to like, because I'm seeing something like a jock too, like you're a jock or like in a school like high school where you're like popular and everybody expects you to be like popular and do an amazing job at this and that, and you're like, well shit, all I want to do is like, you know, open a dang food truck or like sell my little keychains I made, or like I don't know, it's something here about like you want a quieter life than people anticipated, or like I don't know, it's like something here about people like wanted you to do something else. So it's like you could be wanting to be part of the world of like creatives that just work from home and do nothing here. So what do you want? We got the Queen of Cups in reverse this time here. So there's a lack of surrendering here. Fully, I feel like you're doing it, but at the same time it's fully here because you still care about what other people think here. Hierophant. But I feel like you're trusting your process here. I'm still getting that energy of still not feeling comfortable, that you're not telling anybody or comfortable. Something about you may not even be telling your close friends or like, you know, people that will kind of get what you're talking about here. So let's see. Seven of Pentacles, clarifying the Queen of Cups. So you're moving in silence here. For some of you guys, you're moving in silence, building something new or trying something new. I'm hearing about getting a business loan, doing your business plan, or doing something, or like really, I don't know, it's like even if you're going to another job or another state here or something, like you're really making these moves in silence here. So I'm getting like you're not telling a lot of people what you're doing at all. So let's clarify this Hierophant, please. Nine of Wands here. But the thing is that I like about this is you're so sure of your decision. You're just not comfortable at a point where you're comfortable enough to let people in on this journey. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. You know, there's so many people that don't even know about this YouTube channel, or much less any of my other channels. Like I don't know. It's just, I don't tell people it's you know what it really is like, and I'll just tell you guys from my life what I'm doing right now. So when I decided I wanted something completely different, I realized that I was still trying to do the new thing while I was still speaking to people who viewed me in an old way, and I knew that it would cause a lot of like rifts and different expectations just by how I was already starting to change when I was around them, and the kind of little sly remarks and stuff. So I knew in order to get myself comfortably into a position where I'm able to do the things I like without, people saying little things and whatnot, was when I literally shut off that current social media and started up a whole new social media and never added any of my contacts or never told anybody what I did. And within that, it's allowed me to start forming community with people who really get what I have to say organically, instead of trying to force other people who still view me in this old way to view me in the way that I now want them to view me. Like, that's going to come later down the road when they see that you have progressed into this new person. And we wish people could support us, like, when before all that happens. But for a lot of people, it's hard to see you in a different version because they still see themselves in a version. So you could just be a reminder of everything that they are not being, or something like that. So 5 of Wands in reverse here. So it's like you're already, like, not bringing any conflict to what you're building with this 7 of Pentacles here. So with this 9 of Pentacles, it's like you're ready for this journey and you are having a good time. You're going into it with a lot of, like, good feelings towards it. I don't know what this is specifically. Only you know what this is. They're not really telling me a whole lot because, like, I feel like you keeping this, like, really tight lips. So you can tell me down below if you feel comfortable with what you're doing, because I want to know, like, this is, like, something that's true to you, though. So with the Ace of Swords in reverse and the 10 of Swords in reverse, I'm hearing, like, you're not saying shit about anything that you have going on. And that's the best way to be, especially when you haven't grounded yourself in your emotions, or, like, when you've done a complete life change and quit something or stopped doing something that you felt was your identity or felt like what you should be doing. Like, it takes a minute to figure out who you are now, like, for a lot of people. So this is, like, the smartest way to do it. I don't know who you are. Even if you're applying for, like, another job or something like that, like, this is still, if you feel like you can't tell people or they won't share in the joy with you, then it's a good thing that you're not telling them. So you're hiding a lot from people. I wouldn't say, like, hiding in a bad way, but it's like you're still keeping up the appearance that you are who you currently are to them, even though you've changed. And I feel like that's good because I feel like this is what you need. So 6 of Pentacles here is like you're going to get a boost in your creativity because you have no one in the way of trying to put their feelings onto what you're doing or try to, like, give you ideas when you didn't ask for any. So this is simple and this is easy for you to ground yourself in this energy. So definitely getting a black obsidian will definitely help you. So if you want to carry around a black obsidian, I would say that would be a good idea. So it's a lot of grounding. So this is really good because I feel like you're grounding yourself within who you are now instead of, like, trying to, I don't know. Because I'm getting, for a lot of you, this isn't about entrepreneurship. This is about just leaving to another career. For some of you who are in college, like, this is you dropping out of college and don't want to do college. It could be anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be, like, running a business, but whatever you're doing, you're making a switch in your career, which causes a shift in your overall lifestyle. So that's the one thing we don't get. When we make shifts in our career, it changes our whole life because we, have to work for a living still, some of us. So we have to, like, readjust our whole life and our personality and our being into being, the person that we need to be to maintain that job and whatnot. So I feel like you're doing a lot of this in silence, and then you're birthing something new with the Empress card here. So this, for some of you, this is creativity. For a lot of you, this is traveling the world. This is something about somebody sold something, sold all their furniture, sold their house or something like that, and then you're up and you're traveling around the world documenting it now. Like, this could be something like that, or you're taking the trust fund or whatever your family did that gave you money to go to school or whatever, and you're like, fuck it, I'm dropping out of college, and then now you'll just be traveling the world and documenting it. And it's like, fun and scary at the same time, but this is a good place to be because when you're in the face of uncertainty like this and you're going for something that you want, you can't allow yourself to stay locked up in old dynamics or old, like, preconceived notions of how you should be, or, like, limits. This is not when you do something like this, it's like you realize you're limitless and you don't want to put the restraints back on you when you free yourself from doing what you think you have to do. So Ten of Wands. What I say, somebody is definitely traveling. Someone is moving on. Somebody is like probably moving completely and ain't told nobody, ain't told a soul. I don't know. This seems fun though. This seems like definitely fun. So yeah, we got the Chariot card here and the Strength card. So this is a lot of like strength for you to like move forward. Spirit is giving you a lot of strength for you to be able to move forward now. So yes, let's see. What else? Three of Pentacles. Yeah, so you're working on this in silence, and it's like when you're ready to communicate it, I feel like you will. Let's see. We have the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Magician card. I love it. And then we have the Devil card at the bottom. So this is very interesting because I feel like this is about like work, like we're talking about our career or whatever, but it's like you're holding yourself back because you don't want to get tempted to go backwards. So it's like, you know that feeling is going to be there for a little bit, but until then you're going to keep moving forward to the desired reality that you want. So it's like you're focused on going through this portal is what I'm hearing, into whatever this is, and keeping a balanced approach to it within yourself and manifesting the life that you want. And I feel like whenever you get to where you're going to be able to tell people what it is that you want, or to be able to express whatever it is that you're doing. And when you do, I feel like it's going to be like a shock and awe factor, but I feel like the people who truly love you, they may be a little, offended, I'm hearing, but at the same time, they will get it when it's like, people don't get it anyway when they realize that you're doing good no matter what. So it's like, you need this for you, and I'm excited for you. So whatever it is you're doing, good luck on it. I feel like it's going to go well when you continuously choose yourself, all right? So you guys, if this reading resonated, make sure you let me know. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and get down in the comments and let me know what you doing, girl. All right, and I'll see you guys on my next reading. Bye.